All right, so Mr. Ace hanging out in Ace's space. And I was referring to some stones before, and I didn't do these as an inventory. These are pretty massive, 4 feet, 5 feet. This one's 3.5 wide by 6. These all match every single sort of like parameter of like equilateral, diamonds, like multi polygon, you know, kind of same texturized, vitrified, but potentially just huge amounts of water, creating these sort of different angles. A lot of nickel face, bronze, little flecks of copper. I mean, they're really kind of funky rocks and stones. So I guess I'm going to run that. Yeah, the quartz inclusions. I'm just going to run from here, basically, to showcase the fact that from this whole sort of bit of stonework here, new theory, and this is like a lot of basalt here, and that's a huge stone right there. So this is kind of where we posit there is the head of the effigy sort of tail dropping into this mound up in here, spiral up in here. Not exactly sure, but it definitely has the parabola across 2 mounds, one to the north of us and this one to the south. And I just wanted to document the fact that not only are these bits of basalt kind of pulling in this direction, as is this one, I also know that over here at the corner point, when I built this expansion here, that, you know, about 4 feet down, 3 feet down, we hit ledge pretty much right at the corner point of that footing for that slab. So in that sense, we know the point there, and that if you follow that all the way out through the house here, the meadow house, that goes to the winter solstice sunset. And so in a way, this has that sort of tail or fin kind of effigy pointer, and it's in a height of basalt that still has a connectivity. So I've theorized, and you know, I don't want to pull like a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, Merlin, you know, Eclipse, hocus pocus, look, the sky is falling. So the point is, though, I do believe we're going to find this basalt connects contiguously underneath all of this. And there's definitely the pieces up in here and here and here. So even if it's fractured from farming, potentially other uses, there's also all of this material down in here that theoretically could have been part of this sort of connecting ridge. So we'll have to excavate all of this, knowing that there's a propane line that wraps around to the western deck and the hot tub. So we'll have to be wary of hitting that. But yeah, I think that from going from that point of basalt that we were just at out around here, these are what I think will be top stones. Potentially they were all connected to some other thing, but you know, if you imagine this amount of material here, and these are really kind of large pieces, many with somewhat sort of similar shapes. So yeah, I guess just, you know, imagine all of those somehow or another connected into a arc, I think. I think that's the theory as far as what we might hear and see as we go down and remove this topsoil. That's my theory. And I think what we'll find is a curvature or parabola from the summer solstice sunset, wrapping all the way around here and going all the way out to, through the house, essentially, and out to the summer, the winter solstice sunset just south of Camel's Hump. So that we can kind of look past the house on that same trajectory. And actually, Beck used to play with his trucks as he quarried down by the stream crossing. There's a very large menhir stone. It's about 12 feet by 4 feet by 3 feet. Massive, that I theorize would have been standing. There's also Pandora's stone out there. I've done a few videos on that, but that's in the same line, the trajectory. It rolls out to a number of other stoneworks out in the field and beyond. That holds that same pattern. So this, I theorize, would have been a location of cartography that at one point, when you sync it up to the astronomy and the sequence of axial precession in the 41,000 year clockworks, we will be able to synchronize using all of the peaks of the Green Mountains and all of the peaks of the Worcesters behind us as radians with equal separation or deviation to form a 360-degree orientation from a specific spot that we could probably find from squaring up the curvature of this bit of basalt. And in doing so, which I theorize is just right over there, exactly right there, but we could figure it out using mathematics as well. And doing that, I was able to figure out the calibration to the Nordic wave, which I believe is right over past these birch trees, and this, actually right there, with that, just in front of that pink flag, there's the apple tree. So yeah, I think that location synchronizes to the mountain peaks now, or well, we're back in 800s, 900s, and then we could figure out specifically the Bronze Age based on the back calibration to another point here that then would reflect a mapped mirror image of the starscape. And then that gives us 2 points of data that proves a concept. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, peace.